But there was a dope line where he's like, I promise no more music from the suckers. It's not a victimless crime if everybody suffers. But if you read Crime and Punishment, like one of the characters in there thought he was above the law. And so he felt like he could just do whatever the fuck he wanted. So it's like when you think about that and then you take it to that line, there's not a victimless crime if anybody suffers. I was like, God, man, like, because I would never think of Black Thought being like a fan of fucking Dostoevsky ever.
And the way he tied it in.
And the way he tied it into that song was just fucking dope.
Because it's like he's using like the parallels of his life and kind of using
to this book.
To that book, yeah.
It's crazy.
Like in the beginning of that line, I think on that verse, the third verse, he was like, "I'm meet Joe Pesci meets
Dostoevsky."
Yeah, so it's like he's using that like I'm that street cred dude with book smart, but I'm also being compared.
I'm also this
philosopher as an MC. Yeah, I got you.
That kind of shit is what makes me love Black Thought.
Dead in Hip Hop EP review. Black Thought Streams of Thought Volume 1. Yo, this motherfucker Black Thought, man, I knew this shit was gonna be a problem. Anything he released after that freestyle on, what was that, Flex earlier in the year, that he just murked. Like I always said, man, with some of these seasoned veteran rappers, you know when something's about to come, because you start seeing features, they start doing freestyles, all of a sudden you just see them and hear them every here and there. And I knew he was ready. So, I always say, I didn't know what to expect. Now, fuck that. I expected some heat. And this motherfucker delivered, man, like he was a chef. Man, it starts off with 215. And B, I gotta ask this. Did Ninth produce the whole thing?
Everything except for the thank you track. Crisis did the thank you track.
Oh, okay. That explains the difference in sound. Okay, cool. I didn't know that.
I didn't feel like it sounded like Ninth, though. Typical Knife beats.
It didn't.
Okay, all right, cool.
Felt bad for He did the first 4 tracks and then Crisis did the final one.
Why you say you feel bad for Knife?
Because the second it starts, the beat didn't matter. The second Black Thought starts rapping. I don't think it mattered that Ninth produced it.
Nah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Well, I think it still matters, though. I think that still matters.
A little bit.
Yeah.
How?
Because I think this doesn't sound like a typical Ninth Wonder sound.
That's my point.
That's his point.
Yeah. It didn't matter that Ninth produced it.
Yeah, it's almost like
because
Black Thought is.
I feel like it didn't have a signature sound that we're probably used to from Ninth. So
but would we want that sound from Ninth and Black Thought?
But the point is, I don't think that anybody's walking away from this being like, oh my god, those beats were crazy.
Yeah.
The only thing they're saying is Black Thought's the best rapper of all time. That's all they're saying.
Well, hopefully they were saying that before we went in the review. Before they started to listen to it. But I don't know. I think I was somewhat surprised by what Ninth did production-wise. Mm-hmm. I thought we were going to get the traditional soulful type stuff. I was, not that he can't do the harder, boom bappers, edgy type stuff that we had on here. Like, I thought that the way he crafted these beats to fit with Black Thought, I walked away like, damn, I really didn't, like, you knew what to get from, you knew, like people say, you knew Black Thought was going to deliver. But what type of beats was Ninth going to get him? That's what I was like.
You're saying that the beats aren't garbage, right?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. So
he just said Black Thought overshadowed the beat.
And he did. Like Black Thought was extremely beastly on these joints, man. To the point where it's like, okay, yeah, the beat is nice. Because the beat wasn't, like, if the beat was whack, it would stand out more so. Right, and Black Thought just killing it. The beats were good. It just Black Thought was so like he was running laps around the beats.
It's kind of gonna be that anyway, right?
So not with Roots. It's not like that.
It's not.
When you listen to a Roots project, I feel like you walk away being like, man,
that whole production
is crazy.
Okay, that's
love. Right. Like everyone brought it.
That's a good point, but I think like knowing what type of MC he is. Mm-hmm. For me being his first solo project, like I kind of knew based on that freestyle that, I had a strong feeling that he was going to go in. What were the beats going to do to support that? He could have easily did some Roots shit, soulful, kind of laid back, a little bit jazzy, but he didn't. He kind of came with some.
Yeah, Ninth Wonder gave some edge.
Yeah.
And Ninth Wonder, one thing I know is he used a lot of break beats like break beats in his beats on this one. Where normally he don't use a lot of break beats in his
It didn't sound like Knife.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he never uses, like, at least
Yeah.
from all the production I heard from Knife, he never uses break beats. So I'm like, damn, he using break beats a lot throughout this album. But
That's why I had to ask.
yeah,
No, he crafted some good signature beats for Black Thought. And Black Thought just went in and just murdered him and kind of and got Myke
like,
walking away like shit.
Because on the second track, do you really feel it was Ninth versus Thought? Like, do you really feel like that? Like, do you, like did Ninth hold up his end of the bargain, really? Comparatively to Black Thought on this
I don't
project?
think that for this project, I don't think Ninth had a chance to. Because it clearly Black Thought wasn't trying to make, like, songs.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
Rapping.
Like Ninth wanted to do a project with Murs, and I was like, well, that's a fucking great team up. And when you walked away from that, you're like, man, Murs killed those beats. Ninth made some amazing beats. That shit made perfect. Yeah, I'm talking like the very first one.
Oh, the very
Ninth,
316.
316.
Yeah, 316.
Like when that shit came out, you were like, wow, that was a great combination.
Yeah.
I didn't really walk away from this being like, wow, that was a great combination. I just walked away being like, god damn, Black Thought can rap. And I'm not saying that Ninth Wonder's beats were bad. The beats were great. They were very minimal, and like B said, they were just break beats. I think that Ninth gave Black Thought
the space.
what he needed to rap.
It's like the same thing. If y'all haven't checked out my Jericho Jackson review, LZI Crisis. It's the same thing. It's the same thing I said with Crisis. I feel like he took a step back for LZI. Like LZI was like the star, and Crisis was like, you know what? I'm just gonna kind of lay back. And I feel like Ninth Wonder was like, Black Thought, here, you the star. No matter what I give you, you're gonna demolish these beats. I feel that same way with this project that I did with Jericho Jackson. I feel like Crisis, as dope as I love Crisis, I feel like Crisis like kind of teetered back a little bit and was like, okay, here you go, LZI, do what you do best. I think Ninth Wonder was like, Black Thought, fucking master this shit like you do best, like I've known you to do since '93. Like, kill this shit. So
he didn't want to give him what the Roots were already doing.
Right.
He didn't want to give him songs. He's like, I just want you to rap. So here's these beats, just rap.
This is your first solo project. Go ahead and show these motherfuckers why you one of the greatest.
Yep.
It would have been dope though if like on Ninth versus Thought, like he gave him like 2 or 3 different type of beats.
That would have been really
That's
cool.
what I thought we was gonna get.
Like on some Kendrick shit, like that.
Yeah.
Like
switching with it.
Like that
some
5
other
Fingers of
shit.
Death type shit.
Yeah.
That would have been real dope.
At first, when I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, what Ninth gonna do on that? When I see Ninth versus Black Thought, but Black Thought was just fucking the damn star of the fucking show, man. He was just fucking killing this shit. And on 215, you peeped that Freeway line. He said, y'all peeped that Freeway line.
I did. That's why I took you. Y'all niggas better bundle up.
He took the
like a word for
everything,
man.
He said, heard Ninth in the house of North Carolina. Ain't no mannequin challenge, but y'all paralyzed. It's getting cold outside. A word from the wise. That's Freeway. Y'all niggas better bundle up. It better be hot in the summer for nothing. Yo, cops get down, especially when it comes to us. Nigga better be a Rockefeller. Like I was just like,
he took that whole flow.
like that was dope.
And then
as
he from
fuck,
Philadelphia,
man.
like
and,
I missed that.
shout out
Oh
to-
damn, you didn't catch
Yeah,
that?
I did.
caught
I
that.
did.
I was like,
I did.
damn.
I'm not gonna
'Cause
lie.
I'm not gonna lie.
That Philadelphia
Yeah.
connection, man. Because
And I listened to Freeway, but I totally missed that.
That's like
I
one of
can't
my
tell you
favorite
the
Freeway
last time
verses.
I listened to Freeway.
right.
Freeway's best verse.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite verses for Freeway.
I thought that was dope. A good a Philly connection because Freeway is kind of sick right now. So shout out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's sick. So I think that was like a good
That was really dope. And the way he used it was so dope.
it was so clever, man.
Yeah.
Like
Because
215.
he made it his own.
Yeah.
Right,
He made it his own.
Yeah. And that Rockefeller, I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn it, fucking Black Thought, you just know how to connect the dots, man. But 215, this shit starts off fucking amazing. Like the way he comes out, just fucking killing this shit
From a
for like
runaway slave to a modern
day king. Like what way to finish that song going like fucking 50 plus bars, just going off with no goddamn hook. I like the Dostoevsky.
Dostoevsky.
Yeah. I thought him like kind of.
So what that mean, Mike? Since you know how to say it.
Well, I don't know. I know how to say it
It's a
because
Russian
I was a. It doesn't matter.
No, you was a what?
I was an English major when I first started school, but he was a Russian philosopher.
Yeah.
Even though I love Black Thought, but he mispronounces his name. I thought it was funny. I think he
Yeah.
called like Dostoevsky.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's Dostoevsky.
And like, how dirty is that damn beat? Like
Yeah, that beat was
that break
great.
beat was so. And I think
Yeah.
Rhapsody, Rhapsody did a good job of putting her mark down on that joint.
She's been
that,
killing shit.
Yeah, she has.
Dostoevsky was so dope because it was like, I'm probably the only dork that read Crime and Punishment, right?
Yep.
Called a who?
Crime and Punishment. I mean, I haven't read. Granted, I have not read it in probably 20 years.
Yeah, I've heard of it though.
But it's just dope. Like he throws these lines in there throughout the song. Like he says that shit about this is Crime and Punishment. I'm judge and jury. Listen, Dostoevsky. But he says Dostoevsky or whatever the fuck he says. But I'm like, this is Crime and Punishment. I'm
The
judge and jury.
Listen.
But that's my favorite song on this whole shit. Just those minimal drums, that fucking that guitar sample in the background, and that's it.
Yep.
And that's it. And then just Black Thought rapping.
And he
then-
came back after Rhapsody.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was over?
Yeah.
Oh,
The beat was playing. He
Yeah.
came back like.
Let me give you one more.
That was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
That was a
But
nice
I
surprise.
love the way
Damn it, Black
Rhapsody came in. I swam with the Crocs, fish with the sharks.
Yeah.
Man, that was a dope opening line.
I never been on the pop charts, but I'm popular.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
she came in.
Rhapsody
She came in.
rapped
hard.
Yeah,
You know
that weekend star.
Yes, the Starboy
Boy
shit.
the weekend.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Rhapsody, she
Yeah.
tearing shit up.
Yeah.
That was extremely important for her. Just looking at like the response to the project, and it's like people don't appreciate the art of rap anymore.
Right.
And what he's doing on here and Rhapsody, what she did is like, you know, it came and it was like stream Black Thought's new project, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And that's so disappointing because here's some of the best writers and lyricists, you know, in history, putting out a project that's as dope as this, and it just kind of became a blip on the radar.
I was gonna say, I don't know, my Facebook was pretty on fire when this
I was
dropped.
gonna say that too. Yeah.
And they were like, they actually said, well, it's a shame that everybody's talking about Kanye because Black Thought just dropped an amazing album.
And I guess that's kind of to my point I was saying. And I know they could control the fact that Kanye dropped his album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it did drown out everything. And this project, from a media perspective, didn't get the proper coverage that it was due from all the other publications.
I want to say IS had tweeted out like, since y'all, because you know Kanye didn't drop right at 12 midnight. She was like, I know most of y'all waiting on this Kanye album, but this is what y'all really should be listening to right now while you wait on it or something. So I thought that was dope that she tweeted.
The art of rapping itself, I think it's just underappreciated or not appreciated enough.
But do you understand how it could be though?
No.
No.
Because I think even if Ye didn't drop, I think it probably would have had the same type of response.
I disagree.
I think
Kanye took a lot
the
of
people we
attention
know
off
in our peers, the people
took a
in
lot of
our
attention off
circles,
that, though.
probably would have talked about it. But
I think
Kanye took a lot of attention off of that.
Yeah. It took a lot of attention off because Kanye is the more popular artist, and when you have
Controversy behind it,
everything that's going on with Push and everything,
it's
you know what I'm saying? It's just
Exactly.
a lot of talk
It's
track
drowned
around
out.
that.
Cause shit, it drowned ASAP out.
It drowned ASAP out.
and that's hard.
Yeah, and ASAP is huge.
Yeah.
Like in terms of popularity, I think he might be bigger than Black Thought in popularity alone. Maybe around the same. Either way. Either way.
the crowd, the younger generation.
Exactly,
crowd,
it's a younger generation, and Kanye was able to wash that out. I think that if none of the Pusha T, Kanye dropping the album, if that wasn't happening, everybody would have been like, "Yo, did you hear this? Yo, did you hear this? Yo, did you hear this?" Because think about the freestyle. Everybody was talking about that freestyle when he
they've been
dropped
waiting
that.
for him to drop since
Exactly.
that
Yeah,
freestyle.
that's a good point.
Shit, I've been waiting for him to drop since.
We know you
I
did.
Wait, so you're wait? I'm thinking about the making a murderer track.
I remember that. I sent that shit to
it was-
y'all.
I don't think I
2016.
listened to it
2016.
because there were lines again, like the Dostoevsky shit that shocked me. Like that's the one where he said the shit about Hunter S. Thompson, who's another writer that I would never expect rappers to listen or like to read. But he said that shit about I'm Hunter S. Thompson doing it gonzo. Rappers turn to John Doe. I told you niggas. I don't think I heard that before because I feel like it would have stuck in my head that Black Thought made Hunter S. Thompson rap.
Why don't you expect rappers to reference people like that?
Because these aren't the type of writers that a lot of rappers talk about.
I don't think it surprised me that he's talking about Hunter S. Thompson. Now,
Why?
this Russian, but I guess for me, I'm seeing like a rise in his popularity. I'm hearing his name and
Hunter S.
seeing
Thompson?
more. Yes. Like
With
over
black people?
the last couple of years, maybe not with black people.
Oh, he's always been popular with white people. That's my thing.
But I think because of who Black Thought is or come across to me, it wouldn't surprise me based on like his growing popularity that I'm witnessing that he would be exposed to him. Now the Russian guy, that one's a surprise because I'm not even that familiar with him. But Hunter S. Thompson, he's a little bit more known to me and the people that I've seen.
When I think of Black Thought, for some reason, I just feel like he'd be the kind that's in a room with a fucking cigar reading the most blackest of black books. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just seems like he's that type that wants to get as much knowledge about being black. Like, African knowledge, Egyptian knowledge, like that type of shit.
He did have a Pan-African line.
Oh, yeah, I forget what the line was.
Partly what makes great rappers, and I always say this, they can bend words, right? Like
Yeah.
he referenced McLaren, right? And that's
Oh, yeah, but he called
hard.
him McLaren.
McLaren,
yeah.
I'm like, yo, like I couldn't do
Yeah.
that. That's why I can't be no rapper. 'Cause I'll be over here trying to fit McLaren, and it should be McLaren. Like, that's why I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, I'm not your typical arrogant American on prescribed medicine. I'm sick as I ever been, rolling out the dealership with a McLaren. These rappers are Peter Pan, I'm Pan-African.
That's it. These rappers are Peter Pan, I'm Pan-African.
Space invader, black
Shit.
man.
Obviously, you know Black Thought is well read.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, you know he's very intelligent. For some reason, I just don't.
Yeah,
think
that's what I was kind of.
It's not an intelligence thing at all. It's just I would think that he'd be more like far more interested
I
in
get
different
you-
types
yeah.
of books and different types of knowledge. I'm not surprised that he read a Hunter S. Thompson book
Okay.
or three even.
Okay.
I'm just surprised that he was interested enough to put it in a verse. That's all it was.
I got you.
Or that.
But that's what makes him unique, though. I mean,
I
'cause you
agree.
got, many rappers are reading black books. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know,
but how
so-
many of them really talk about it a lot?
Yeah,
Right.
and how can they infuse it into the music the way that he's doing it? Not a lot of artists do it like that.
No, I got you.
This just makes me love Black Thought even more. Though.
Yeah. No, he lives up to the name. I mean, because
Yeah.
like you can't be.
That's a
Yeah,
good
yeah,
point.
yeah. He lives up to the name. That's what I got from this album. Like, you can't have a name like that and not rap the way he does, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's one of the takeaways. I'm like, man, this dude is fucking.
He's on another level.
He's on another level.
Since 93 though. Since organic, man. Like since fucking organic. This dude has not let me down. Like he's always been this way.
That's tough. It's 5 tracks and just picking 2 is tough.
It's 5. I thought it's 7.
Five.
Is it
It's
5?
5.
Really?
You thinking
Yeah,
of Kanye?
yeah.
The Kanye
5 tracks, 17 minutes. So
this is-
technically,
your
you get a
favorite
Grammy.
song, man. What's your favorite song?
I'm gonna have to go with the Russian name. I'm not gonna.
Dostoevsky, you can do it.
Dostoevsky.
That's close enough. It's closer than what he said.
I'm gonna go with that joint.
Favorite what, Mike? What was your favorite track?
Fuck that. I gotta go Dostoevsky and Making a Murderer. Sorry.
Making a Murder and 215.
You voted for one, but it's cool.
No, fuck that.
Nah, fuck that.
Damn it.
You got it, kid.
Dostoevsky and 215.
Nigga, keep rapping. That's it. Keep rapping, keep reading, keep doing whatever the fuck you doing.
Right.
Obviously, you're probably only gonna mess with the top of the top producers, so I don't think beats are ever gonna be a problem for you. Just more work. That's it, really.
I think that you know what? The only thing I can say is I do wish that this was longer. That's the only thing I can say. I just wish this was a bit of a more drawn out project. I feel like we've been waiting for this for so long, and I feel like it was almost cruel for you to give us 17 minutes. But it was also
17?
smart.
17 minutes.
It was also smart.
Super smart.
Because what he did was, he knows you're hungry, he gave you a little bit of appetizer, he's gonna make y'all motherfuckers stay hungry. I get it. I
says
fucking
volume
get
one.
it. I do get it. It's volume 1, there's gonna be more. I understand. That's all I got is a critique. If that's a critique, that's all I
Right.
got. Shit was fucking great, man. So I can't wait for part 2.
Yeah, I just echo what Myke and Feefo said, man. Like as soon as I saw like Streams of Thought Volume 1, and then I looked at the number of tracks and 17 minutes. before I press play, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for volume 2. You know? So man, yeah, man, you're a living legend, man. You know, you're great. And just appreciate everything you've put out up to this point and that you continue to put out. And I'm looking forward to this new journey in your career.
Yes, Black Thought, if you're watching, I hope you're watching. Pray that you're watching this. First, I just want to say thank you. You know, been a fan of yours since '93. I feel like I've grown up as, you know, as a man, and watching you grow up as an MC, man. Just musically, you've just been amazing from day one. And like this, I was so happy when I saw that you was finally doing this EP. Just like Myke and Ken, I'm like, I'm ready for volume 2. Like if this could have been like an 8-9 track, about 35 minutes, oh, it'd have been perfect. It'd been so perfect. But you know what? I hope we get a volume 2. You know, it's words can't express how much I appreciate you as an artist, man. Like just you always been like my favorite MC. Like I always have you on the high pedestal as MCs. Like I'll be like, I put anyone against Black Thought, anybody. Like I'll always be that dude that be like, look, if you got an MC, he ain't better than this dude, Black Thought. So I just want to say thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to more solo work from you. I don't care who you got for your producers, you're gonna kill it on the mic regardless. So thank you. Hope you watch this.